All right, let's give this a go. We are going to give this real-time talking thing a go. I haven't done, I think the very first video I ever did was like a real-time, and since then we've done voiceovers. We'll give this a go because this is going to be a fairly quick layout, I reckon. So this is a picture of my lovely little Roo at school, and one of the families 3D printed a bunch of letters, and so they have been using them, you know, to do their names and things. And a couple months ago I got some transparent printer sticker paper, and I wanted to test it out because I honestly did not believe it would work with my printer. Surprise, surprise, it did. So I got a printable alphabet from Patreon, of a Patreon that I followed, the lovely Jen Hall Painty Hands, and it was just an alphabet, so I printed it out. And it's been sitting in my stash for a while. I thought, what am I going to do with it? No clue. And then I thought, you know, maybe we could make a background out of it. And then I remembered this picture. And so my plan is to just put all of these all over my background, make a background for my lovely little picture. So that's what we're going to do. Now, this might actually be a bit too boring for a face-to-face, a voice thingamajig. So see, it's transparent, but because I'm using a white background, it's gonna work. So we're just gonna stick and plonk. We're gonna stick and plonk these all over the shop, and if I get a rough idea of where I want my photo, which I think obviously might be about there, I thought about using her name. So I've got the letters out for her name for a title, but I don't know yet because the background is going to be pretty busy with all these letters everywhere. So don't really have a plan apart from sticking and plonking these really cool sticker letters. So yeah, this is just some sticker paper I bought, just clear sticker paper, and it did say it was for an inkjet printer, but you know, I was skeptical at best. I didn't pay that much for it. I got it from Temu, let's be honest. And yeah, surprisingly it worked. I let it dry. I did give it plenty of time to dry, thinking that, you know, that would be the issue, but yeah, I was really quite surprised. And so it printed it on A4, and then while I was I'm doing a TAFE course online at the moment. I'm doing a photography online for this semester because I finished my Cert 3 last semester, and the diploma intake is at the beginning of the year, so I didn't want to do nothing for the next 6 months. So I enrolled in a photography course, and it's gonna, you know, give me some nice things to add to my portfolio when I apply for the diploma. And it's online, so my lovely ADHD brain needs to do something while I'm sitting listening. So that's what I did. I cut all these out while I was sitting in front of the computer the other day, and then I had the brainwave of like, what am I going to do with them? And so I thought, let's make a background. And yeah, I thought it'd make a good school background, but then I thought, then I remembered this photo. So her school, we have an app for the school, for her daycare, and they send updates and pictures and that, and I just save them all because I'm a photo person, aren't we all? And yeah, I thought this was really cute, so I thought I would use it for a background. And then yeah, this picture becomes kind of perfect because those little bubble 3D letters. So yeah, how cute are they? But yeah, so I think I'm just about done with all my letters. So then I'm definitely going to map my photo on some white cardstock. Like I said, this is probably going to be just a really simple layout because the background is very busy with these, because they're all, if you see, they're painted papers, they're pattern paper, not pattern paper, sorry, they're painted papers that Jen turned into an alphabet. So they're very, very busy. And like I said, I have absolutely no other plans apart from sticking and plonking. So yeah, let's see what we come up with, huh? I think I'll do maybe one more up in the top corner there. I did sort of sort them into colors, but you know, we're right in the chaos. We don't care. I love this H. I love the stars on the H. I think I might do this one, and then I think, will that work there? Or is that too much? No, you know what? I think we're good. I might just put one in there. And then if we do cover it, that's okay. But I feel like we need something here. So yeah, like I said, no idea what I'm going to do for my title, embellishments, no clue. So we will figure that out together. All right. So that's pretty good. I'm pretty impressed with that. I've just got a couple left, and then of course her name, which I'm not sure if I'm going to use yet. I feel like the title should probably be in a bold black or something, or at least one similar color. So we'll go with that. So it doesn't bother me to use copy paper when I map my photos because it's just going on my... Ruby's sneaking up behind me right now. I think she thinks I don't see her there, so it'll be interesting to see what she's about to do. Hello, my little love. She drank too much water. And her belly's sore because she drank too much water. All right. So like I said, I don't have a problem using copy paper, just regular printer paper to map my photos. I always thought it was a waste of cardstock if I was to use cardstock. Now, I feel like we need something more behind, or maybe I could just bump it up on some foam, maybe. Depends on what I feel like doing, maybe. I do like the tone on tone. Yeah, all right, I'm gonna use some foam. I do have some foam. I recently moved my entire art room. This is actually the first video I've done since I moved my art room. My art room used to be in the garage downstairs. But I have learnt to embrace my ADHD difficulties and the executive dysfunction of, as bad as it sounds, going downstairs was actually stopping me from creating so much because my brain turned that one simple task into multiple tasks that it just didn't want to do. And I'm like, 9 o'clock at night, no, I'm not going to go downstairs and turn everything on and set everything up and pull things out. So I took over the dining room. I probably should give you a tour, hey. I am currently, we had a really big 8-seater dining room table. So I took it over. I moved it out and I'm in the corner over there and all my stuff is upstairs because I'm finding if I'm sitting at my desk, I just start tinkering and I start doing things. My journal's out, all my things are out. And I cracked out about 4 layouts in 2 days just by having things sitting on my desk because I found things while I was creating, while I was moving. And I had the 2024 album next to me and Project Life-wise, it's all done. I'm just finishing off the last few layouts. And so, yeah, it was just simple to grab my things and because they were all here. So that has been quite good for me. So I'm upstairs and this is the first video I've done upstairs. So we're gonna see if we like the setup, if we like the voiceover. I still will do voiceovers because I scrap and it takes me ages and that's not gonna work for it's not a face-to-face, but it's not gonna work for a real time. But for now, it does the job. So this is where I'm at. I like it, I do. Maybe we need a doodly border to add to the mixed media feel. See how just by popping that up on some foam, it really works quite well, purely because it just gives it some dimension. So I do like that. I feel like I've sort of put myself into a corner with embellishing. Maybe I'll hit my school stash up and see what I can find. All right, let's go do that. I'll be back. So for most of my things, I don't know if I can show you this. I have these containers from Kmart and they fit perfectly in the Kallax cubes. And for all of my themed things, I put them in these containers. Now, do you know what? Maybe a little cut apart would work. Let's have a look. So this is my school and COVID binder. I have collections from COVID and school. I find that if I keep my themed things together, when I do something like this, I can pull it out and get what I want. The ABC 123 works and the black the black might work and the crayons are pretty cute. Ruby is currently sitting on the potty. We're in the gist of toilet training. I don't want to say toilet training because Ruby is has ASD and a developmental delay when it comes to toileting. So, you know, she wants to use the potty where we're letting her go for it. So she's over there now, but she's getting very impatient. Her ADHD brain is like, why isn't it coming out? So she's very impatient. But yeah. All right, I'm just going to pull some of these out. See what we can use. I like the A+ because, like I said, that bold black is really going to work. the ABC 1, 2, 3, and then this U rule I think might work well. So we're going to treat this like a pattern paper, and that might help me get past the whole I'm stuck type thing. So let's have a look. I like some of these little cutter plates. The little star's pretty cute, but I feel these are more, yeah, boys rule type thing. Cutter parts are really great for embellishing, I find, as well. Oh, the best kit ever is pretty cute. All right, let's just cut some of these up and we'll see. Because I like the best kit ever, but also I like that, what was it? Little star. And the bookshelf is pretty cute too. Let's have a look and see what we can use. So the thing I like about doing, like I said, I haven't done it in a while, but talking to you while I'm creating is I don't have to then go voiceover and edit later on. So we'll see if this helps. Again, this is not going to work for a lot of my layouts because a lot of my layouts do take me a lot of time. But this one, hopefully, because it's a stick and plonk, won't be a very long video, and this type of thing will work. All right, so let's see what we got. So I do like the little bookcase, and it could be like a little, nice little spot to make a little cluster maybe. Even if I cover it up, it's not a big deal. Because it's just, you know, oh, it's a bit cute. Don't mind that. Embellishing on the best of days is never one of my strong suits. So, where do we put the... Yeah, see, I don't hate that. I'm all about, at the moment, all about getting the layouts done, you know, getting things in the album. Or do we go with the little star? Oh, that's cute. Yeah, let's do that. Trying not to think too much and just sticking and plonking. I forget what I was saying because Ruby came over again. That is the downside to trying to scrapbook with like this with the little one home, but like I just wanted to get this done. What was I saying? Yes, I'm trying. I just want to get my layouts done, you know. I want them in the album. I want them done. So I'm trying to think less. Funny. Trying to overthink less, I should say, and just stick and plonk. If I hate it or I don't love it, that's okay, because, oh, do you know, I don't want to cover up. I think I'm just about to, I just noticed where I had that. It's covering up the whole point with this layout. So if I just stick it under there like that, or do I put it up the top? Ah, that's better. I was about to put it there, but it covers up the whole ruby. Should I put it there? Good girl, well done. Did I put it back? Yeah, you did. See, I liked it there, but it's going to cover up her name if I put it there. See, look, this is why I'm working on the whole just stick and plonk thing, because if I start overthinking, it's all gone, you know? See, that way this works as my title now, but I also feel like now I need something down the bottom, so we'll figure that out in a minute. Where'd my glue go? Do you see it anywhere? Let's play I Spy. Do you see it? Oh, I put it back. That's why I couldn't find it. That's just, that never happens. When things go back in the places where they belong, that's why I don't find them. So I just like to use craft foam. And under it goes like that. And then maybe we'll put the, no, little star works there. Should we put the U, yeah, we'll put the U rule down there because I like that. And it's bringing in some more of this black to help ground this very bright layout. So we're going to stick that there. Now, do I not worry about that and maybe bump this up on some foam down here? That works. And then we've got something down the bottom here. Yeah, let's do that. All right, and get some more of this. Actually, for this one, I'll just use some of my sticky foam dots. Oh, because we're going to put half of that. So did I end up finishing that thought? I don't remember. But anyway, yeah, so I'm all about getting the layouts in the album. That's what's important to me. I want to get them scrapped and in the album. So I'm trying to overthink less, you know, which is why, you know, this has been a good little, experiment. Is experiment the word I'm looking for? This has been a good little task to do, to, you know, just get more. Actually, I've been working in my 2024 album because it's next to me. But this is, I think, one of the first pictures I've scrapped in my 2026 album. And this picture was taken last week from the school app. And it just worked out that I had all of this out ready to go. Now see, I really like that. I like that the black has helped ground the photo into my busy background. I am going to do a doodly border, and then honestly I think that's going to work. I do feel that this works as my title, my little star you rule, so I don't need to fight with thickers or anything. And yeah, another picture in the album. I will put the date on it. It was last week, so what was the date for that? What are we in? We're in July, and was it before or after? All right, I'm going to go back through my photos, look for the date, and then put the date on, because we can't trust my memory for anything. I can't remember if this was the week just gone or the week before. So I'm going to do my little doodly border. These are just really thin, cheapy pens I think I bought from Daiso back in the day. I haven't been able to find them since, but I love... Oh, come on. Now you're going to be not work for me. Unbelievable. These things never fail on me usually. Thankfully I have a bunch. I just really like that they're a really thin tip, and they really do normally draw and write beautifully. So for my doodly borders, I just, you know, do a little messy around. I like a good doodly border on a white background, especially if there's mixed media in the background. I know I didn't do the mixed media, but it still feels to me like there is a bit of mixed media in the background. Oh, speaking of which, maybe we can add some splatters. Do you think that will work? Maybe we can add some splatters to the background? Now I'm thinking. Let's have a look and see. Yeah, you know what? I think it's a little too neat and pretty for my liking. Oh, maybe a few, just a few down here. All right, where's my splatters? All right, so I've got good old Kaiser mist that I use for blacks, and I think black will be quite nice to bring in just in a few areas. What do we think? Did I ruin it? Oh well, like I said, it's in the album now. Just like I was saying, it feels like a mixed media layout, but I didn't do any mixed media, so yeah. All right, no, you know what? I'm happy with that, and I'm calling it. I reckon another one in the album. What do you think? Let me know if you like this type of video. It will mean it gets up faster. Again, I don't know if a lot of my... That is you, isn't it fabulous? And you get to listen to the lovely little Ruby commentate, don't you? Let me know. All right, thanks for watching. Bye for now.